Good evening. Welcome to You Can't Handle the Truth movies. See how smooth that was? Thank you. Tonight, we're going to review Scream 7, and I didn't forget the name of the film. Just putting that out
You
there.
have done it 129 times more than me, so.
So, Scream 7. When a new Ghostface killer emerges in the town where Sidney Prescott has built a new life, her darkest fears are realised as her daughter becomes the next target.
This may have spoilers in it.
It will have spoilers.
We're going to have spoilers in this review, but I would also say that the spoilers are not going to spoil anything, because the biggest letdown from the film was the best part of these movies, and I quite like them for what they are. First couple were the better ones. Is the reveal at the end? Who did it, and the reveal, and it was the worst. And there's a TV show as well. I don't know if you've seen it. I've seen the TV show.
Yep. Okay.
Out of everything combined, it was the worst reveal. It was the worst reveal, the biggest letdown, and it didn't go. It set a lot of stuff up which could have had good twists and turns, and then didn't go anywhere apart from really straightforward and obvious.
It would have been a better twist if the Stu guy that had been deepfaked was the real killer.
Yeah, I believe so. Like, if he could have survived that TV thing, because I watched the other one the other night. It falls on his head. Yeah, he gets messed up. But if he came out at the end, was manic and he was one of the best characters for the whole lot. And then he was just a deep fake. They tried to do a tribute out to all the previous people from which was okay. But the movie on a whole is quite disappointing by the end of it.
Yeah, it's not disappointing as it's bad to watch. No. It's pretty much the same as all the other films.
It's exactly the same.
So you don't get anything new, and I think that's the problem. But there are some holes that, when you find out who the killers are, just don't make sense. So there's 3 in this film. Spoiler: a mental patient, somebody that looked after the mental patient, and somebody that was a mental patient.
And then us reviewing it, who was kind of in the same bracket.
And anyway, this woman talks about how she was abused by her husband, and then she read Sidney's book, and it changed her whole mindset, and then she started going to Pilates, got strong, and killed him.
Pilates, before you say what you're about to say, because I saw the exact same thing. When I was watching, I was like, Chris is going to point this out.
As a qualified personal trainer,
have you ever tried to do them things where you tip up on your toes? Because they burn the calves.
I do
big
those
time.
Tippy on the toe things all the time.
Okay, you can make your point now.
Right, I'm just saying, yeah, you probably would get a little bit stronger doing Pilates, but it's not how you wouldn't get so much stronger that you can then take your husband on. So that's crazy. You wouldn't get so strong that when you're the killer and you decide to kill your own son, who is a fully grown adult, you couldn't just casually pick him up above your head and then slide him onto the sharp point of a tap.
Being that she was a foot smaller than him in the first place, and took how many things she got hit in the head with? A steel mallet, was it?
Yeah.
She was.
The ones that tenderize meat, properly smashed around the face.
I would go as far to say as Stone Cold Steve Austin couldn't have even took that ass whooping.
Right.
And that's me, and I would not say that in most situations. And this woman who did some Pilates was basically Terminator.
She would have made a killing in an MMA circuit or bare knuckle boxing, because she was solid. Yeah. But that scene where she kills her son, you don't know it's her killing her son, with that beer tap or cider tap, whatever it is, with a really sharp point. That, although it's so unbelievable, was one of my favourite kills. Just because when he opened his mouth and then all the foam, and I was like, yeah, that's quite funny. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, the film did keep its light, dark humour.
Yeah,
exactly in line with the rest of the franchise. It just was.
Yeah,
you want a good twist. It's a twisty movie, isn't it? I mean,
well, no, it's not a twisty movie. They're meant to be.
It's meant to be a twist, and most of them are not. And this one just really sucked at the end. But it was okay. Let's score it then.
So, out of 10, I'm gonna go 5.5. It was watchable, but I wouldn't recommend watching it.
I agree 100%. 5.5 for Scream 7. I quite like all the Scream films.
Yeah.
This one, you get the last film and it kind of rounds off the series. To me, if I was watching it, I wouldn't care less or not whether this film was included at the end or not, because it just makes no difference whatsoever. So 5.5 for Scream.
Perfect.